Hi guys, it's me again, I'm Dan and welcome back to another video. So today, I'm going to be doing an About Me / Q&A video. So I've done a few of these before, but I haven't really done one very recently. A few things might have changed since then, so I thought I'll go with this and try and make it slightly more informal and just chat about it, the answers to the questions. I am going to be answering 10 questions just about myself and about my life, and yeah, hopefully you will get some insight from some of these questions. So starting off with question number 1, we have, where do you see yourself in 5 years? So I'm currently 19 years old, I'll be 20 in around 6 months-ish. And so yeah, I'm leaving my teenage years basically soon. In 5 years I'll be 24, almost 25. I think by that point I definitely want to be like pushing towards 1,000 subscribers because I know it's going to be quite difficult to get there. Yeah, definitely want to be aiming for that in the next 5 years. Excluding YouTube though, I think maybe I also have my performing arts side of things. And I think realistically I want to be having some good singing gigs by then, because by that point I'll have a little bit more experience with performing and everything, and I'll probably I will have left university. I'll probably have left university by like the end of next year. Like 2024. I have absolutely no idea. By that point I want to be doing a lot of singing, maybe acting roles, etc., things like that. And I want to be happy. That's what everyone wants. And I think in the next 5 years, that's what I want to be working towards. So yeah, lot of things can happen in 5 years, but I guess that's sort of where I want to be. Question 2, describe your daily routine if you have one. So really, my daily routine changes pretty much every day. Obviously, you do different things on a daily basis, but at the same time, obviously when you get into a routine, it's regular and you're doing a lot of the same stuff sort of every day. I think at the moment the reason why I don't really have much of a routine is because I'm not at college having regular sort of lessons every week. Yeah, I think once I get back to that in a couple of weeks time, which is like the 12th of September I'm going back, and it's currently the 2nd of September, so 10 days, quick maths. But I think once I get back to college and start getting into the swing of things again, I definitely will be having a lot more of a routine. But YouTube definitely is something which fits into my routine a lot at the moment, so. Question 3. Which 3 apps do you use the most? Well, I have a very quick answer for this. So the first app, which a lot of you won't know, is a footballing app called FotMob, which is like just an app where you look at football scores and all that and to see what's going on in all of the world of football and all that, which is very me. Yeah, I also use YouTube, quite obviously. It is also one of the most used apps. And probably the third one is Messenger or Snapchat. No. Ooh, this is a tough one. Messenger or Snapchat for third place. They can be joint third. I'm gonna have to say them both, Messenger and Snapchat. I've mentioned them anyway, so I'll just go with it. Question 4, what is your favourite hobby? The one thing which I do a lot of besides YouTube, I know that's probably is what you would describe as that at the minute, because I'm not doing it for work officially or anything like that. It's just a low scale hobby at the moment, but besides YouTube, because obviously this is a question for YouTube, I'll say that really my biggest hobby is writing. I've done it a lot for years now, and I just sit and like use my script writing software. I've paid a fair bit of money to buy script writing software that I can use and help build up my skills in it, and that's also sort of a career path I've considered taking at some points. And I really love the behind the scenes aspect of, you know, performing arts and like film and TV and all that. That's a career pathway which I've considered. I don't really know whether I would go into it or whether I'd prioritise performing. Yeah, that's something I've looked into, and I think writing is definitely something I enjoy doing, even if it's not necessarily for like a professional thing or for work or anything like that. So yeah, that's just something I've always done. I studied film studies at school as well. If you saw my GCSE results predictions video ages ago, you'll know that. Yeah, years ago now that was. If you saw that, then you would know I studied film studies at school, and some of the coursework for that was a screenwriting project. So I did that, and yeah, as I say, writing's something that I've always sort of engaged with, and that's probably my favourite hobby besides YouTube. Question 5, where is your favourite place on this earth? So I gave sort of a little hint to that in my holiday vlogs at the lakes. When I went on that trip, I found the most beautiful spot that I've ever seen. That honestly was my favourite place on this earth, because I felt like I could just go and walk over to there, feel the fresh air, see all the mountains in the distance and the water. It was just stunning, and it's a place in the lakes at Grange over Sands, and just like sort of around the outskirts of the caravan park we were at, and I absolutely loved it. It was just so refreshing. So honestly, I just loved it. It was really like special, and I'd love to go there again and just see that place, because it's really is my favourite place on this earth, and it sounds quite cliche and dramatic, but yeah, no, I loved it so much. It's beautiful. Question 6, quick question. How tall are you? I am 6 foot, just under 6'1", basically, like 6 foot and 3/4. Question 7, can you recommend any cool YouTubers? Okay, I'll name 3, right, just to be fair. I'll give Clark a shout out, because he would be very disappointed if I didn't. Yeah, so Clark's channel is Crazy Crash. I'll put a link in the description. And then I'll name 2 that are a lot bigger YouTubers that I watch. So I'd say probably one YouTuber I watch a lot is CHESNOID Gaming, which is just like, he's a FIFA YouTuber. Yeah, I must have watched his videos practically every day for the last few years, like with a few exceptions of going away and missing the odd video, but catching up on them once I get back in that. Yeah, I've honestly, the escapism his channel has given me over the last few years. I don't know, I'm not sure a lot of you will be into FIFA YouTubers and all that, or the game in general. But yeah, that's another one I watch. And probably the other big one that I watch is just the Sidemen, or like all of their channels. I love the Sidemen a lot. They're just, again, very much give a lot of escapism for just to watch in your free time. The videos can be quite long, but I enjoy watching like the more Sidemen and Sidemen Reacts and all that, where they're a little bit shorter and you can just invest your time into those ones. Yeah, definitely those type of videos are good, and I love the Sidemen a lot. Question 8, what is your dream holiday? So for me, my dream holiday would be going to stay in the most amazing apartment within a city, where you can see a lot of the city like outside of the view, and I love like the really modern apartment look. So if I could go on a holiday with like a big modern apartment, that would be so good, and then have the view to top it all off. That would be my dream holiday, hands down. Oh, I love it. I'd love to do that. Question 9, what is your next big step in life? Well, in reality, I've got a few. I've sort of got a lot of things happening over the next few months which will change sort of the way my life is. Firstly, I will say that starting college again is another big step, because I've been thrown out of my routine, and it's just sort of going back is going to like sort of change me life back, and this year I'll have a lot more responsibility, because we're doing a big performance sort of at the end of the year, and throughout the year it'll be we have to get given a sort of a role in that performance process and putting it together. So I'm looking hopefully to go for the writer role, hopefully, if I can get it. If not, then oh well, I'll still have another role, which is very important. Besides college, I've got other things that I'm going to be trying to boost my YouTube channel with, and have a lot of big video ideas which I'm going to be focusing on over the next few months. I'm considering not doing Vlogmas this year, because I want to break from it to just have a little bit more time with people around me, but trying to upload 2 or 3 videos a week in December, and having the big sort of obvious videos like Christmas Day vlog, Christmas Eve vlog potentially, maybe New Year, some other Christmassy type videos earlier on, like I might do a Christmas tag again this year. So there's a lot of other types of video ideas, and then there's other things which I have going on which I can't talk about at the moment, but are probably a bigger deal than both of the things I've just mentioned. Yeah, there's definitely a few big steps coming up in the next few months for me. Yeah, should be all very exciting. And finally, question 10, can you give any advice on motivating yourself? I wanted to actually finish this Q&A with this question, because it's very important to me in relation to the last few months that I've had. I'm going to be open and honest. Last few months I've really been struggling with my mental health, and when you have problems which you feel are still difficult to talk to people about, it can really throw you off. Also, the effects on you physically that the likes of anxiety and depression can have on you really can be physically draining. Like, I've been so tired all of the time and my sleep schedule's gone out of the window. I've been not eating right. It's like, just, there's a lot of things which can impact you with that and with having bad mental health. And really the advice that I would give is to just almost try and ride the storm. Help yourself, get help, because that's what I've done. Talk to people and all of that, definitely. But what I mean by ride the storm is that one thing I've noticed in my own experience is that just letting things happen that little bit more, rather than trying to force yourself back to a routine which isn't going to work and then throw you, one step forward, two steps back and all that. Instead of doing that, then it can be that little bit more motivational, in my opinion, to just let it happen, and you'll gradually start to see yourself coming back to the way you were. And that's what I've done. I don't know if that's necessarily something you should do if you're not getting any help for it. When I say ride the storm, don't do it in the sense of like, don't talk to anyone or just leave, like, let yourself get through it in your own space, because that's not good either. But the best advice in terms of motivation is to just set yourself little goals every day, probably about five goals or something like that, just that are really small but really validating when you actually complete them, and that'll really help. But also give yourself an opportunity to reflect on every day or every week by just looking at what's happened and thinking, oh, there's positives in this, so my life is going somewhere. So there's so many ways that you can motivate yourself, and I think those are probably the ones that have helped me over the last few weeks. The other thing I would add is that one thing that I was told when I was in my therapy, I was told that you should imagine where your actual state of mental health is at by using a bucket analogy. And this sounds quite random, but just bear with me. Imagine a bucket, and however much water the bucket has in it is the amount of pressure that you have on yourself, and to ease that pressure you have to take the water out of the bucket, and when you do that you'll notice the results and you'll feel more at ease with what's going on around you. So that's basically the analogy that I got given, and that has helped me so much. So yeah, things like this are just really important for motivation, so that's why I would say that these are probably the most motivating things to have when you're feeling down. I don't have any idea what the intent of the actual question was, but ultimately I've given some advice on general motivation anyway. That's the 10 questions, so I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, drop a comment down below, let me know what your thoughts were in the video, and also please subscribe to keep up to date with my content and click the bell to receive a notification whenever I upload. But as I say, that's going to be it, so that's leave a like, drop a comment down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!